Friction brake adjustment assembly. We will be covering how to properly install the friction brake adjustment assembly in the M300, the M300 HD, M400, F3 Corpus, F5 Corpus, and F5 VS. The casters are equipped with friction brake assemblies working as anti-flutter devices. Place the beveled friction brake plate down inside the fork stem housing. Make sure the beveled side of the disc is facing up. Loctite will already be applied to both sides of the friction brake screw. You will thread the friction brake screw down into the fork stem housing. With a 13 mm deep well socket, tighten the friction brake screw down. Tightening torque 24 Nm or 17.7 foot-pounds. Lubricate the top of the friction brake plate with friction brake grease. Lubricate the O-ring on all sides. Seat the O-ring down on top of the beveled side of the friction brake plate. Lubricate the bottom side of the adjustment disc. Place the adjustment disc on the friction brake screw and tighten. Next, place the washer and lock nut on top of the adjustment disc. Tighten the lock nut so it is flush with the top of the friction brake screw. This is the default setting for the lock nut. Depending on the client's weight, you may have to adjust the lock nut either by turning the lock nut a quarter turn down until you see threads on the adjustment screw, or back to the default setting of the lock nut being flush with the adjustment screw. Place the dust cap back on the fork stem housing and make sure it is on good and tight. Drive the chair to check for any flutter. If any casters have difficulty turning, loosen the lock nut a quarter turn. Drive the chair to ensure that there is no flutter. Repeat steps until desired results have been met.